All right, welcome back, and welcome to week 3. Already going by quickly today, or this semester. Um, Before I jump into today's topic, I want to highlight some changes, and I did email everybody about these, but not everybody checks their email, unfortunately, so let me just run over those in class really quick. I was sensing from student feedback, not just from this section, but from all my sections, that the pace was a little bit too hot at the beginning of class, and people were starting to feel a little bit stressed and overwhelmed. And that's not the vibe I want for the beginning of class. So, what I did is I actually went through the entire class. I took a whole module off the end, and I used that to spread things out just a little bit and gave everybody a little bit more space on due dates. So, what I want to show you is a couple of things. That also changed the grading scale a little bit. So if you're tracking that carefully or you're worried about that, just know the grading scale, because there's one less assignment in the class, the grading scale will be changed also, just to make it fair. But I also posted to Canvas here a very, very detailed, probably more information than you even want. But this is actually a direct copy of what I use to plan my own lectures. So you can see now what things we are doing on what day, when I'm going to introduce different assignments and projects and things like that. This doesn't have assignment due dates on those, but those are all updated in Canvas to reflect this new schedule. So this is where we're at. I even highlighted the days when we won't have class. Now, sadly for you, maybe, we don't have any scheduled holidays the rest of the semester for this class meeting. They're all on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We got Veterans Day and Thanksgiving. So those are holidays. This class will meet normally both of those weeks. The only other foreseeable thing is that I am scheduled for jury duty here in the next couple of weeks. So if I get called in, I won't know till the night before. So that week, I will remind you of what's going on. My group number's pretty high, so I'm fingers crossed that I won't get called, but you never know. Probably is not going to be on Monday, just based on what I've experienced with jury duty. So I'll make sure you know, and that way that'll be your cue to make sure you're checking your email and your messages and things like that before you come to class on Monday and Wednesday of that week. Usually that's it. It's usually just one week, even if I get put on a trial. But a lot of times they don't want me on a trial because I'm a teacher, and for some reason they believe that I'm able to convince people of things because I talk for a living. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. They can dismiss you for all kinds of things, and that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and show up anyway if they call me in. So that would be this week, week 5, which is this starts the 22nd. So we've got a couple of weeks before that is upon us, and I'll remind you when it gets closer. But we will stick to that lecture schedule no matter what. Okay, so even if I just post online lectures for you to keep up, we're not going to stop learning at that point. I'll just have the lectures online for you, and I'll give you the assignments and things like that. So we're all good in those cases. We just may not meet for a day or two that week. Okay, so that's in Canvas for you. And like I said, all of the due dates for all of the assignments through the rest of the semester are updated. I promised you that I would try to avoid any surprises. And so I'm trying to stick with that and make sure that you are well informed of everything that's going on. So just so really quickly, so you can read this, the way I read it is Monday and Tuesday. Like this, we meet obviously Monday and Wednesday. I have a Tuesday and Thursday class, but Monday and Tuesday of this week, I will be doing this lecture. Wednesday and Thursday, I'll be doing this lecture. So you can see exactly what we're doing. And then I just want to put Sunday on there to mark the end of the week, so that you can track where that is in the week. Okay, so anyhow, yeah, that's it for that right now.